I came to Kenya in 1969 as a missionary. I met Father Angelo D'Agostino when he felt the call to reach out to children abandoned because of living with HIV. So he thought of this unique idea of a blended family. We would invite them into a village which we started to build and ask them to take into the family groups from the child-headed households to make a family of approximately 10 children headed by a grandparent. And today we have 100 families in residence with approximately 1,000 children and 100 grandparents. Now, the idea was to give these children as close a family experience growing up as was possible. So we wanted a deinstitutionalized area for them.
Women for Women is an organization that works in Kibera slum. We take children from the slum, try and get them to school, look for money and put them in school, because we have a passion for education, believing that every child should go to school, no matter what their circumstances are. I am a very strong believer in education as the only way out of poverty. And this conviction comes from the fact that I experienced it myself. I have lived it, I have seen it. So I really have that passion that if these children get an education, their lives are going to be different, the lives of their families are going to be different, and we'll have a better society. These children wake up very early in the morning, they want to get out. Because in Kibera, in a very small room, you can find even 10 people living, and some children actually don't even have a bed. They sit up the whole night. And so they wait for dawn so that they can get out. When they get out of their little room, they have nowhere. They have nowhere, they have nothing.
Since 1998, I founded this project to end female genital mutilation, and I learned the consequences of FGM and the seriousness of it and the extent, the magnitude, how much blood is wasted for nothing, how much human flesh is wasted for nothing, how much pain. So before I did this job, I took 6 months to study circumcisers and circumcision only. For 6 months, I moved from village to village talking to circumcisers. I thought if I can tell them the consequences, they will stop. So I've spent a lot of time, a lot of energy to convince them that FGM is not good. It has a lot of harmful consequences. Sister, how can we stop now? They said to me, our children must be prepared for adulthood. I said, it is true, I'm telling them to stop, but what is there to help the children understand now they are not children? So I put together the Christian and traditional perspective of changing from childhood to adulthood. I wrote a book and we go through that as an alternative. It is the Christian rite of passage for a modern girl.
I grew up with parents and there was no problem about the accommodation or the food or our clothes or anything, and there was excess for leisure. To be able to be with these children and gradually give them what is their right and to be able to help them have their rights fulfilled, that's very important. But I'm not focusing only on the rights, it's with Christian compassion. So it's from a heart that I am with the children.
I love those children, and that's another thing that has kept me here for a long time. When I came, I intended to be here just for 1 year, but I love the children so much, and I feel they are my own children. And I love them like a mother loves their own child, and I want the best for them all. They look at me like their mom. They look at me as the problem solver. They look at me as their hope. And so I feel I cannot let them down. I have to do the best so that they can have the best in life.
Of course, we have some circumcisers who have stopped the practice and been converted. We have also more than 500 women whom we have identified. I'm realistic. I have worked for 20 years, and this problem actually is going underground and changing color. But, you see, I believe that God can do it. I am optimistic because I'm a Christian, otherwise I wouldn't be. We have had successful stories and will continue. It will continue. Yes, because we trust in our powerful God.